Sherry G. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Keep in mind that all the views expressed here are alleged. They're of my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. And while you're at it, please don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. So I was listening to some commentary. I'm sorry, I thought I heard something and I'm home alone. Anyway, I was listening to some commentary on Keeping Up with the Holts. And if you haven't done so, you might want to go ahead and subscribe to that channel also, because they do a good job over there of keeping up with the Holts and everything as it pertains to Love and Marriage Huntsville. But today I was listening to a video that she downloaded from I think it's 103.9 FM in Huntsville. It's called the UNC station. It's like a sports station. And this gentleman is from Huntsville, and he states that he is a friend of Martell and Devin Keith. So I was a little perturbed listening to the video, because he's talking about he's talking about the allegations that some people are making that Melody's dating Devin, And I just find it kind of suspect that is coming into play again when we're just now dealing with the supposed allegations of Martell and Ariane, whether it was DV or noise violation, disturbing the peace on last Friday. To me, this kind of seems fishy, but I'm going to let you listen to the recording. And again, shout out to Keeping Up with the Holts.
This is messy, because I'm really shocked that Martell would take this position. I mean, Martell's good friends with Devin. He knows Devin very, very well. So it's really unsettling to think that Martell would go out on Instagram. This is after Devin was arrested. And this is after the story broke. He went out on social media, and it seemed like he just threw some serious shade on Devin. And he then went on to say, he said, while Martell didn't specify much more, the quote here says, fans began to speculate that Martell only made the post because Devin is Melody's new boyfriend, which I did not even know. So allegedly, the tea that's being spilled is Devin Keith is Melody's new boyfriend. Devin Keith and Melody, I had not known that, but it goes on to say, weeks ago it was confirmed that Melody is happily dating a man those close to her approve of, and they brag that he is handsome and treats her right. However, they never confirmed the man's identity out of respect for Melody.
Right.
It turns out, according to the article, Devin is actually a city councilman in Huntsville, but he was recently arrested for theft because he mistakenly forgot to pay for $20 headphones left in his car.
What does that have to do
Devin
with
released
it?
a statement on the matter via Facebook. So, these are two friends, two guys who know each other. Martell and Devin Keith, they know each other a long time. I've known them both all their lives. Both of them outstanding athletes. That's why it's on this sports show. And you all can always tune in right here on 103.9 FM, the UMP. And you can call in 866-485-9867. 866-485-9867. Now, let me read the quote one more time that Martell posted on his Instagram just after Devin Keith was arrested. Quote, y'all, let me know if Melody or anyone else started a GoFundMe for Devin Keith. I have a little something, #Keith. What he's saying there is he's really throwing serious shade. He's really throwing serious shade. And what he's basically telling everyone is, I have something, meaning I'm gonna put some money on Devin Keith if he needs a GoFundMe, if he needs some money. And then he said hashtag King. Now all of us who are in the inner circle of Devin Keith understand he'll greet you according to the label that he's giving you. He'll call you King, he'll call you Queen. That's somebody who really knows Devin, because that's what Devin does. He calls you King, Queen out of respect, and that's just his personality. So when I saw hashtag King, I knew he was throwing shade, but I did not know that Devin was dating Martell's ex-wife. I did not know that. I had no idea this was going on. And this is not just, it's allegedly, but it's everywhere that she's been dating him. And if this tweet, which was deleted, is true, then this means that Devin was being shaded by Martell, because Martell, like, you dating Martell, and he knew Martell and Melody. So Devin's been around the marriage of Martell and Melody. They've known each other for years. Now that I know that a reality star like Martell and Melody Holt are caught up with Devin, and Devin's dating Melody. Melody is Martell's former wife and the mother of his children. Why are you going for his... It says weeks ago it was confirmed that Melody is happily dating a man those close to her approve of, and they brag that he is a handsome and treats her right. However, it wasn't put out there that it was Devin. Now evidently it's put out that it was Devin Keith.
Okay, so he started off by saying this is messy, and it is messy, sir. It's messy that you would get on your broadcast at 103.9 and do some commentary around something that has already been talked about. Speculations have already been made months ago, or at least 2 months ago, right? And you're doing it, the timing of it to me just seems so fishy, because we're still in the aftermath. We're not even in the aftermath of the allegations against Martel and Ariane. Well, really against Martel, because it was DV and now a noise ordinance, and we're really not sure. We just know something happened between the two of them, and whatever happened wasn't good. So it seems like to me, because in typical Martel fashion, he always tries to take whatever he's doing, he tries to take the attention off of himself, in my opinion, and based on what we've seen on the show, and turn it toward Melody. And this smells just like that, in my opinion. And there's some problems that I have with this gentleman who says that he's in the inner circle. First of all, if you're friends with both of them, why aren't you talking to both of them? You got the information. You're in the inner circle. You know there's two sides to every story. I just jotted down some notes. But you're just taking the story from one side and putting it out there without talking to both and getting the truth, right? Before you put it out there, because you have that advantage over all of the rest of us who are just sitting on the sidelines trying to determine or speculate. And especially, you know, like us bloggers, we look for information and try to put it out there. But you're putting it out there, but yet you're in the inner circle where you can actually set the record straight, but you're leaning to the side of Martel. That's the first problem I have with it. And the second problem is where you go on to say that this, it was alleged. Well, it's not alleged because everybody is saying it. So that's good enough for you because everybody is saying it. I don't know who the everybody is, sir, because majority of us don't believe that she's dating Devin Keith. And for those of us who think she might perhaps have had a relationship with him, or even if she's still having a relationship with him, we don't care. It's beside the point. It has nothing to do with nothing. And why are you bringing this up now? Because you're appalled, because you don't like it. We don't care. Why don't you speak to your friend Devin and get the story straight? So, you know, guys, I just think this whole thing to me, it just sounds, it's pretty typical Martel, based on what we've seen him do in the past. Whenever something happens between him and Melody, he tries to just throw, you know, rocks at her throw mud in her face to try to make her seem bad. Melody has nothing to do with what happened between him and Ariane. That's between him and Ariane. Besides the fact that maybe this week she has the children and you said you were supposed to have the children. So based on the alleged allegations that of whatever really happened on last Friday, maybe the result is you don't get to see the kids this week. And so maybe she put something in motion so you couldn't get the kids this week, but that's your fault. It's not her fault. So this is your way of digging at her without bringing up the whole whatever happened on Friday to the rest of us. I don't know what you guys think, but I just, again, shout out to Keeping Up with the Holts for posting that. But just like when I read it, I'm like, oh my God, here we goes again. Here he goes again. Not we goes, but here he goes again. And in my opinion, it just smells like Martell. Only because, and especially because this gentleman saying that he's in the inner circle, but yet he's only speaking to one person. That's Martell, allegedly, because you didn't speak to Devin. You're believing Martell. And based on gossip. But if you're listening to the majority of the people, then you would understand that we don't believe it, or we don't really give a darn. And so I don't know. If you care, why are you putting it out there if these guys are your friends? If you're friends with both of them, and you have a problem with what one friend is doing with another friend, then why are you putting out there in the public and not sitting down and talking privately to your friends, even if it's not together? Because I understand that if this is true, then it would not be an easy thing to put the two men together. That might allegedly be a heated situation, especially given Martell and how abrasive he can be and explosive he can be, right? Allegedly, from what we've seen. So that could be a situation, but you could at least talk to them one-on-one before you blast the story out there on public, in the public, and these are your friends. So I don't know. I just wanted to share that with y'all because, and get your opinions, because I just think this is so typical Martell, and it further, to me, smells like something really happened on Friday, and I just really don't know if we'll ever really know the truth of that right now anyway, until it might be a while. I just don't know. It just all seems a little fishy. But anyway, that's all I have for you now. Please don't forget to hit that like button on your way out, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I will be back. Until then, ciao.